Good evening, students. From this video onwards, we will start our next lesson, ionic equilibrium. In this lesson, we are going to study about the definition of acid and bases, pH scale, and principles of chemical equilibrium to determine the concentration of the species furnished in aqueous solutions by acid and bases. We have already learned that the chemical equilibrium in 11th standard. In this unit, we discuss the ionic equilibria, specifically acid base equilibrium, that is equilibrium present between acid and bases. Some of the important processes in our body involves aqueous equilibria. For example, carbonic acid bicarbonate buffer in blood. This buffer is used in blood. Carbonic acid and bicarbonate. Carbonic acid means H2CO3, bicarbonate means HCO3 minus. Equilibrium present between bicarbonate and carbonic acid buffer used in blood. This is ionic equilibrium. This will use in our blood, and this mixture is called as buffer. We have come across many chemical compounds in our daily life. Among them, acid and bases are the most common. That is, For example, milk contains lactic acids, vinegar contains acetic acid, tea contains tannic acids, and antacid tablet contains aluminum hydroxide or magnesium hydroxide. Acid and bases have many important industrial applications. For example, sulfuric acid that is used in fertilizer industry, base sodium hydroxide that is used in soap industry, and hence it is important to understand the properties of acid and bases. In this unit, we shall learn definition of acid and bases and study their ionization in aqueous solution, how acid is ionized, how base is ionized, and we learn the pH scale and also apply the principles of chemical equilibrium to determine the concentration of species furnished in aqueous solutions by acids and bases. Acid and bases. Acid, that is derived from Latin word acidus, that is meaning sour taste. We have already learnt in earlier cases, acid taste sour, turns blue litmus paper to red and react with metals such as zinc and produces hydrogen gas. These are the properties of hydrogen. It contains sour taste and it will turns blue litmus paper to red, and acid react with the metals means it will liberate hydrogen gas. Similarly, base tastes bitter and turns red litmus paper to blue. These are the properties of bases. So, in this first paragraph, they gave properties of acid and bases. Acid having sour taste, base having bitter taste. Acid turns blue litmus paper to red, base turns red litmus paper to blue, and generally acid react with the metal means it liberate hydrogen gas. These classical concepts are not enough to explain complete behavior of acid and bases. So that scientists developed the acid base concept based on their behavior. Let us learn the concept developed by scientists Arrhenius, Bronsted and Lowry and Lewis to describe the properties of acid and bases. First, Arrhenius concept. The question may come from this topic is, explain Arrhenius concept of acid and base with example. According to Arrhenius, acid is a substance that dissociate to give hydrogen ions in water. In water, which compound gives H plus ion means that is called as acid. According to Arrhenius, if one compound gives H plus ion means that is called as acid. According to Arrhenius, if one compound gives OH minus in water means that is called as base. That is all, the concepts over. In this part we are going to learn 2 points only. According to Arrhenius concept, which one is called as acid? Which compound gives H plus during ionization in water means that is called as acid. According to Arrhenius concept, which one is called as base? If one compound gives OH minus ion in water means that is called as base. That only explained by using these two equations. See, this is HCl, already we know, hydrochloric acid. Why this is called as acid? Because in water it will separate it into H plus and Cl minus. So during ionization it will give H plus ion. So according to Arrhenius concept, which one is acid? Which one gives H plus ion means that one is called as acid. So HCl gives acid. So this is called as, so HCl is called as acid. Like that, calcium hydroxide, this is base because in water it will give calcium 2 plus and OH minus. According to Arrhenius concept, which one gave OH minus ion means that one is called as base. So calcium hydroxide is also base. According to him, acid is a substance that dissociate to give hydrogen ion. For example, HCl and H2SO4 are acid because their dissociation in aqueous solution is expressed in that equation. From that equation we can understood we got H plus here in product side. So the H plus ion in aqueous solution is highly hydrated, so automatically it will combine with the water and it will exist as H3O plus. The structure of H3O plus is square bracket H into H2O square bracket, close square bracket, and positive charge. This is generally indicated by H3O plus. The H plus only exists as a H3O plus because H plus is a highly hydrated, so automatically immediately it will combine with water and form H3O plus. We use both H plus and H3O plus to mean the same. Similarly, a base is a substance that dissociates to give hydroxyl ion, that means OH minus ions in water. For example, substances like NaOH and calcium hydroxides are bases because during ionization both compounds can give OH minus ion. Limitation of Arrhenius concept. Arrhenius theory does not explain the behavior of acid and bases in non-aqueous solvent such as acetone tetrahydrofuran. Arrhenius theory does not explain the behavior of acid and bases. He explained the behavior of acid and bases in water solvent only. He doesn't speak anything about non-aqueous solvent, that is other than water, like acetone tetrahydrofuran. And second point, this theory does not account for the basicity of substance like NH3 ammonia, because ammonia having basic character but it cannot able to give OH minus, it doesn't contain OH minus ion, but he cannot explain, he could not explain the reason for that behavior of ammonia's basic character. So this theory does not account for the basicity of the substance like ammonia which do not possess hydroxyl group. So only next theory arises, that is called as Lowry-Bronsted theory, otherwise that is called as proton theory. From this part the questions may come, discuss concept of acid and bases or explain Lowry-Bronsted theory of acid and bases. According to Lowry-Bronsted theory concept, acid means, acid defined as substance that has a tendency to donate a proton to another substance, and base is a substance that has a tendency to accept a proton from another substance. So only it is called as proton theory. He explained both acid and bases in the basis of proton. If one compound to donate a proton means that is called as acid, and the substance that has a tendency to accept a proton means that is called as base. So both acid and base we can understand by basis of what? Proton. So only this is called as proton theory. In other words, the acid is a proton donor and base is a proton acceptor. See here, concept over. Proton donor means acid. Which one can able donate a proton? Proton means what? H plus only. If one substance can donate a proton, means that is called as acid. If one substance can accept a proton from other substance, that is called as base. See, from this equation we are trying to understand the concept. See here, HCl, it is split into H plus and Cl minus. That H plus combined with water means it will exist as a H3O plus. So HCl can donate H plus, can donate proton. So proton donor is called as acid. So it can donate a proton H plus, that is called as, so only this is called as acid. See another example, H2O react with ammonia. Proton donor is called as base. So here when ammonia is dissolved in water, ammonia accept a proton from water, because water can donate H plus and OH minus. This ammonia take that H plus proton, mean it forms NH4 plus, the remaining OH minus is there. Here ammonia accept a proton, already you know base is a proton acceptor. So ammonia accept a proton, so it forms NH4 plus, remaining OH minus. When ammonia is dissolved in water, it accepts a proton from water. In this case ammonia act as a base and H2O is acid. So this reaction is represented as what they told here, ammonia accept a proton from water and form NH4 plus. Proton acceptor is a base. So here ammonia is a base, that's all. Here water donates a proton, proton donor is called as acid. So here water is a acid. So only H2O is acid and ammonia act as a base. Explain the reactions of water with ammonia by proton theory, means you have to write these reactions. Let us consider the reverse reactions. Hydrochloric acid react with water, means it will give H3O plus and Cl minus. H3O plus donate a proton, H3O plus donate H plus and forms HCl and water. The product also behaves as a acid and bases.